When Bridgerton debuted on Netflix in December 2020, it quickly captivated audiences worldwide with its opulent costumes, steamy romance, and, of course, its scandalous portrayal of Regency-era London. Created by Chris Van Dusen and based on Julia Quinn's popular book series, the show's portrayal of high society families navigating the romantic labyrinth of the ton, the upper class, redefined the period drama. At the heart of its success lies its balance of historical influences and modern sensibilities, both in storytelling and character dynamics. Each season of Bridgerton has sparked debates about its authenticity, with many wondering how much of the drama's allure is based in actual history and how much is simply creative license. As the show continues to evolve, the release of Bridgerton Season 3, focusing on the love story between Penelope Featherington and Colin Bridgerton, has sparked new conversations about the blending of historical fact with fictional romance. How much of what we see on screen is grounded in the real events of the Regency era, and how much is woven from the creative imagination of the show's writers and producers? In this breakdown of Bridgerton Season 3, we will dive deep into the historical context that serves as the backdrop to the show's rich narrative and explore how the series both adheres to and deviates from the truth. Through examining the historical accuracy of the show's central themes, such as the portrayal of love, class, gender roles, and even the grand balls and intricate social systems, we'll uncover the fascinating ways in which the series takes inspiration from the past while adapting it for modern audiences. The Regency era, setting the stage. To understand the intricate ways Bridgerton interlaces real history with fiction, it's important to first understand the world in which the story takes place. The Regency era, stretching from 1811 to 1820, was marked by the reign of King George III's son, the Prince Regent, later George IV, who served as monarch due to his father's mental illness. This period is known for its opulent fashion, strict social hierarchies, and rapid changes in British society. It was an era defined by rigid social norms, particularly concerning marriage and relationships. The Bridgerton series, based on Julia Quinn's novels, centers around the lives of the Bridgerton family, a high society clan in London, and their interactions with other wealthy families. The first two seasons of the show focused on the love lives of older siblings Daphne and Anthony Bridgerton, while Season 3, inspired by Quinn's romancing Mr. Bridgerton, shifts focus to the relationship between Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington. This new pairing represents a fascinating development from the previous season's exploration of courtship, romantic tension, and the ultimate pursuit of marriage. However, the real Regency era was a far more complex and often less romanticized period. The time was marked by growing political unrest, the Napoleonic Wars, and a culture of excess among the aristocracy. Society was rigidly stratified, with the upper class dictating the social rules that governed marriage, reputation, and even the careers of individuals. The mechanics of marriage in the Regency era. At the heart of Bridgerton Season 3 lies the institution of marriage, which plays a central role in the social life of the ton. In the Regency era, marriage was not merely a romantic choice. It was a strategic maneuver, a financial contract, and a way to maintain or elevate one's status within the social order. The entire season focuses on Penelope Featherington's inner conflict over love and duty as she struggles with her feelings for Colin Bridgerton, while also grappling with the expectations of her family and society. Marriage in the Regency era was driven by societal norms and economic considerations, and Bridgerton does an impressive job of showcasing the marriage market in all its complexities. In the world of the ton, a match was often based on social standing and wealth, not love. Marriages were often arranged or heavily influenced by parents, and the idea of marrying for love was still a relatively modern notion. Women were expected to marry well in order to secure their futures, as they had few other means of financial independence. Penelope's storyline, which delves into the difficulties of reconciling romantic love with societal expectations, mirrors the real-life pressures women faced during this period. The idea of marrying someone for love was not only considered a rare ideal, but also something that could potentially jeopardize one's social standing. In real life, women were often expected to marry men who could provide both financial security and a respectable position in society, with love often taking a back seat. This reality is explored in Penelope's struggle throughout Season 3, where she questions whether she should marry for love or to solidify her position in society. Class and society, the rules of the ton. One of the defining features of Bridgerton, and a crucial aspect of its depiction of Regency-era London, is the exploration of class dynamics. The upper classes in this era were not just wealthy, they were subject to their own set of unwritten rules, governing everything from behavior at social events to expectations in marriage. The ton, short for le bon ton, meaning the good manners or polite society, was the social elite, where reputations were everything and personal choices had public consequences. In Bridgerton, the characters' actions are constantly influenced by their status in the ton. Penelope, for example, is portrayed as a sharp-witted but socially awkward woman, whose family's lower rank in the ton impacts her ability to secure a match with Colin, despite their growing emotional connection. This hierarchy reflects the rigidly structured social system of the real Regency era, where one's family background and connections often outweighed personal attributes like charm or intelligence. The Featheringtons, often depicted as the socially ambitious family in the series, highlight the challenges faced by those who were trying to rise above their station. The real-world equivalent of this would be the new money families of the Regency period, who sought to enter the ranks of the aristocracy, but were often snubbed by the old guard. Penelope, despite her intelligence and wit, is held back by her family's position, creating a tension between her desires and her reality. In the real world, this stratification wasn't just limited to the aristocracy. Class distinctions influenced every aspect of life during the Regency era. Marriages between people of different classes were frowned upon, and people of lower social standing rarely had access to the wealth and opportunities that would allow them to improve their status. Thus, Penelope's internal struggle is deeply grounded in reality, even if the show takes liberties with how these dynamics play out in more exaggerated, fictionalized scenarios. History, fiction, and the magic of Bridgerton. Bridgerton. Season 3, with its blend of romance, drama, and intrigue, continues to captivate audiences by offering a window into the past while taking creative liberties to craft a world that feels as timeless as it is fantastical. While the series often deviates from historical accuracy for the sake of storytelling, its core themes of love, social class, and family duty are deeply rooted in the historical reality of the Regency era. In the end, Bridgerton is less about a strict representation of history and more about the emotions, desires, and relationships that transcend time. The show reminds us that while society may evolve, the intricacies of human connection remain constant. Whether you watch for the romance, the drama, or the stunning visuals, the magic of Bridgerton lies in its ability to make us believe in the possibility of love, even amidst the rigid constraints of society's rules.